Atiku Abubakar is the best candidate in Nigeria.
In continuation of its consultative meeting with party leaders across the country, the technical committee in support of Atiku Abubakar Wednesday visited Yola to interact with people of Adamawa. The committee was formed to canvass support for Atiku Abubakar to fly the People's Democratic Party (PDP) ticket towards clinching the 2023 general elections. Speaking at the event, Governor Ahmadu Umaru Finturi said Atiku is the son of Adamawa and therefore the state will no doubt rally round him towards becoming the president of Nigeria. The governor, represented by his deputy, Chief Crowder said Adamawa is 100% behind Atiku and urged people to continue to rally round him to achieve the mantra.
Atiku is our son. Adamawa is his home. No parent will not love his son or her son. Adamawa State is 100% behind Atiku Abubakar. Don't worry about the voters of Adamawa State, because they are all for our son Alhaji Abubakar Atiku. I wish you, all your members, the delegation that under you, to other states for joining us, and may God help you to achieve your objectives. Thank you very much.
The state chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Barrister Tahir Shehu, believed that Atiku Abubakar is a messiah who will undoubtedly salvage the country from shackles of underdevelopment and insecurity. He reassured that Adamawa State is already sealed for Atiku Abubakar, as according to him, the former vice president has helped the people of the state in many aspects of life.
Hi Chief Sir, you've shown a challenge, not only to the people of Adamawa State, but to the entire Northeast zone. Certainly, if we are to be firm, if really we want Northeast to lead this country, our votes alone, if we can be unanimous, is enough to give us that chance. And we only have this opportunity, we cannot afford to miss it. Yes, as a party, everybody is entitled to come and contest. And as a party, we will accept whoever presents himself to canvass for a vote, especially under the platform of our great party, which is the largest. Sir, I will tell you, for record purpose, that you are second to come and canvass for presidential vote in Adamawa State. Last year, we received one of the presidential aspirants, Chief Mwabuma. Am I right? We received him at the party headquarters. And we will continue to receive whoever presents himself as a party, because party believe that those that are contesting are those that are galvanizing the people for the success of the party. At the end of the day, we all believe that it is only God that gives power. And many people are called, but only one that is chosen. But the ultimate truth is, whoever presents himself, we accept him. After accepting him, after the primaries, they all collapse their structures under one umbrella for us to succeed. But for Atiku Abubakar, sir, I can assure you, Adamawa is sealed for him. A And I will challenge all the Adamawa indigenes, those who are present here and those that are outside. There is no family, let me repeat, there is no family that did not benefit directly or indirectly from Atiku. Covertly or overtly, be you from whatever political party, you really benefited directly or indirectly. And this is a time of reciprocation. We are to pay back. And not only paying back, we are paying ourselves. For quite a long time, as you rightly said, sir, since the era of Sardauna, Northeast had only one beat, which has not been long. That was Tafawa Balewa. And since then, the people of the Northeast have been contributing their quota for whoever emerges as a president in this country. But this time around, Nigeria believes that we need salvation. And the entire people of Nigeria believe that Atiku is the only solution. And he is the one to salvage us. For us, it's a challenge. It's a challenge because whoever contributed for the success of Atiku in Nigeria is only helping the people of Adamawa State, or they are paying back their debt. We can assure you, if not because it is a tradition for you and your team to visit all the states, who will have said that, no sir, thank you, don't come to Adamawa. But since it is a tradition, we must listen to you, and we will take lessons from you. We will act from our plans, and we tell you that the entire people of Adamawa State are 100% behind Atiku. And Atiku has so much help. He helped us during our struggle to bring the fresh air movement, and the fresh air movement is touching the life of everybody in Adamawa State. Am I right? Yes. There is no way we will not support him, sir. It is our time to pay him back. And I challenge all those that are in Adamawa State to tell me who did not benefit from the movement of the fresh air. Is there anyone? If you didn't benefit directly, your community has benefited, or the children of your sibling has benefited in terms of health, social programs, scholarship. In fact, no one is left behind in this government, especially the rural area people. They will testify. Sir, permit me to take more time because you came to home, and you came to the home of Atiku. Our governor, Right Honorable Abadu Marufintiri, is 100% behind Atiku. And we are all 100% behind our fresh air governor to come back in 2023. Am I right? Yes. And I can tell you, sir, if the governor is not behind this program, you won't see his deputy here, you won't see all the commissioners here, you won't see the engine room of his government, you won't see the chief of staff, and all the commissioners are all here, sir. My message to all those who want Atiku to be president is for all of us to go and register and to ensure that any eligible a person that is under your custody has registered. Because without registration, there will be no weapon to bring back Right Honorable Ahmadu Umaru Fintiri excellently 2023. And there is no chance for us to ensure that Atiku has succeeded in 2023 without being registered.
Power to the people!
In his remarks, the leader of the technical committee for Atiku, Chief Raymond Dokbesi, who is the founder of Dar Communication, thanked the people of Adamawa for being supportive to Atiku. He pointed out that insecurity, disunity, and unemployment, among others, are the setback brought by the All Progressives Congress APC-led federal government, and asked people to change the party in 2023 elections. Chief Dokbesi said the Northeast is the only zone that has not produced Nigeria's president since 1966 and challenged the people to rise up and support their son, Atiku Abubakar, in that regard. He revealed that Adamawa is the 24th state the committee is visiting, and it was overwhelmed with the reception accorded it, and it will forward its findings to Atiku Abubakar after the tour.
I have come to meet you this morning together with other members of my delegation to ask you a fundamental question. But before I come to that question, let me thank you most wholeheartedly on behalf of Waziri Atiku Abubakar for the very rare support you gave to him in 2019 general election, as well as the primaries that took place in Port Harcourt before then. I want to state that your support, both in Port Harcourt and during the general election, are most appreciated, and we apologize for not getting back to you immediately after the election. But we are your sons, and I believe you will appreciate the challenges we had. Now, you will recall that during that general election in 2019, there were quite a lot of challenges, both here in Adamawa State, as well as some of the states in our zone here, the Northeast. You will recall that in Borno, for instance, we had over 837,000 votes recorded for the APC, whilst we had 71,000. You will recall that in Yobe alone, there were 462,000 votes against about 50,000 votes recorded for our son, Waziri Atiku Abubakar. Yobe was even much worse, where almost 500,000 votes were recorded against 50,000 for Waziri. Yet, this zone, the Northeast zone, is the only zone that has not produced a president or head of state since 1966. The figures I have given to you is to indict you and I that possibly we did not do what we were supposed to do. It is to tell us that our son, who is the most eminent, most illustrious, most competent, most capable of leading Nigeria out of quagmire, we have not given him all the support. And that we have to wake up from our slumber. That I want to challenge you to get up, to wake up, and to ask you specifically, it is not yet too late. If you think that our son, Waziri Atiku Abubakar, is not fit and capable to lead Nigeria, please let us know at this stage, before we enter the center stage. But I will tell you for free of charge, I will tell you very surely that since 2019, when he was deprived from providing leadership, okay, maybe I should give you the microphone because you are distracting me. That since that 2019, Nigeria has been in trouble and in tatters. There has been poverty, there has been hunger in the land, there has been disunity. This country has never been as disunited as we have it today, both on religious and ethnic lines. That our economy is in shambles. We have not borrowed as much money externally and locally like we have experienced in these 6 years or 7 years of APC-led federal government. That our children cannot find employment. In point of fact, over 33% of our graduating children are unemployed. That by the same token, our children cannot find appropriate employment. They now have to travel out of this country looking for greener pastures. For those of us that were adult enough at the point of independence, it is very clear that yours sincerely, we were told that at independence, Nigeria would be flowing with milk and honey. And here we are, what we have from Borno State up to Sokoto, up to Katsina, is a Nigeria that is flowing with the blood of our children. The amount of banditry, insecurity that is available is one which is unprecedented. Those of us in the technical committee, we have looked around and we can tell you with confidence that the 2019 election was won by Waziri Atiku Abubakar. We can tell you for clearly that in spite of the fact that those of us from Adamawa, those of us from the Northeast who ought to have taken the bull by the horn, Atiku still won that election because the difference in votes between Waziri Atiku and the person that was declared winner was only about 3 million votes. But the figures I've given to you clearly show that on the morning of that election, in February 2019, there was a bomb blast in Maiduguri. That during that morning, about 7 local government areas were cut off because of the activities of Boko Haram, who had foisted their flags and were in control. Yet on that day, from the figures I've given you, almost 1 million people came out, and the 1 million people all voted for the opposite party. Your guess is as good as mine, but I will tell you that my own guess is that the results were written. There was no election there. If I'm to tell you further, in Yobe, the governor could not come out to vote. Not because equipment were not functional, but basically because of the insecurity situation. Since he could not come out, still in spite of that, Waziri Atiku was given a paltry 71,000 votes, while they gave the other party 500,000. In Bauchi, the situation is not different. What happened in Kano is not different. So if we take all the aggregates of what the international observers had provided us, there is no way you will not see very clearly that on a free, fair, and just basis, that Waziri Atiku won that election. But now that 2023 is approaching again, now that the economy of the country has totally collapsed, now that it is our children cannot find employment, now that it is very glaring that we need a unifier for this country, that we need somebody who is sound, that we need somebody who has business acumen, who has investments, and you are living witnesses here in Adamawa that there is at least an American university owned by Atiku. You are aware that he has industries that are functioning here in Adamawa. Therefore, he has a wealth of experience, he has the maturity, and he has the wherewithal to be able to properly lead this country out of its quagmire. Let me say that in addition to all the business points, the economic indices that I've tried to mention, I've heard some people mention that the zoning of the presidency should come southwards. I want to share with you and remind you, because many people were not part of the beginnings of this great party, the People's Democratic Party. Your Excellency, Deputy Governor of the State, Chairman of the People's Democratic Party, our great leaders. I want to ask the second question. With the permission of the leaders of the party, do we all agree that we shall take the mantle and go to all parts of Nigeria and tell them Atiku Abubakar is the best candidate in Nigeria? Do we agree to mobilize and go out to campaign from the northeast across the whole of Nigeria for Atiku Abubakar?
Contributing, the chief advisor to the governor, Chief Joel Hamanjoda Madaki, told the technical committee that the message brought to the state is well accepted wholeheartedly.
Atiku Abubakar is not only for Adamawa State, and it's not only for the people of Northeast. He is a Nigerian who actually deserves, as you said, that he qualified to contest for this. He has done it before, and he is going to do it again. From what you have brought to us, we accept in good faith, and we believe we will do our best. We will try, we will not relent in what you have brought to us. You see, today, I wore this cap. I have not been wearing it. And the reason is that to see a second republic politician talking to the children of today is expensive. Atiku has chosen a qualified person from the Second Republic to actually lead the people walking down Nigeria for him. And we thank you very much. And I thank you because I'm seeing the person who I used to see in those good days. The message you brought to us, we are praying that God will help him to take it to other places. We have accepted and we thank you very much.
The event was attended by Speaker and members of the State Assembly, Secretary to the State Government, Malam Bashiru Ahmad, among other top PDP chieftains and government officials.